If your directory didn't just sit there? What if it called businesses for you? Look, by the end of this video, you're going to know how to install and run an inbound voice agent on your directory for listing lookup, claim help, premium questions, booking. I'm going to show you how to build an outbound workflow that triggers only when permission exists, meaning when someone claims their listing, they're giving you permission to outbound call them with an AI agent. And I'm going to show you how to turn claimed listings into premium upgrades and booked strategy calls. So, outbound AI is powerful, but it is dangerous without consent. And I know everyone out there wants AI to do the uncomfortable stuff, right? Make follow-up calls, do the selling, book the appointments. But outbound AI calling without permission is like dynamite. It's not a question of if it will blow up, it's when. So I'm going to show you in this video how we get consent using a directory for outbound AI dialing without risking your business. So the directory method actually solves the hardest part, which is getting permission. See, most people have to drive to a landing page. They got to run ads. They have to convince people to opt in. They have to build consent flows. But when you have a directory, you already have a natural opt-in moment. So look, this is one of my directories right here in the Vegas area where I'm at. Now, I just set this directory up a few weeks ago. I was able to get this set up in, probably took me about an afternoon. I mean, the initial setup was around a couple of hours, but I've invested some more time in customizing it and doing some other stuff like this. But whenever I add businesses to this directory, I have a series of automations that fire off right off the bat that basically send them an email saying their business is listed on the directory, asking them to confirm their information and to claim their business. And when they claim their business, they are raising their hand, and that is the permission trigger. So let me show you how this works. So on the site, whenever someone comes here to claim a business, they have to create an account. And whenever they go to register an account, you'll see here at the bottom, there is this box that says, I consent to receive marketing and informational text message, including AI-assisted calls from this business. So when they go to claim their listing, they're prompted to create an account, and they check this box, or they don't check it. There's actually two when they go to claim their listing, and they can check or not check it. Now, also, if someone comes here to add their business to my directory, they get the same, you can see here, the two check boxes. So they have to acknowledge that they're the business owner. This is required. And then they can check to receive marketing messages, or they can leave it unchecked not to get marketing messages. So how does this work on the back end? Well, whenever someone checks this box, here I am. My directory is actually built inside of a high-level sub-account, and I actually own the only software that allows you to do this, to build a directory right inside of a high-level sub-account. It's called Smart Directory AI, but I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But when you go into the Smart Directory AI software dashboard, you can go into the branding section over here. And if I just go into content, you'll see at the bottom, I have the ability to either require the acknowledgement or not. I can display it to new users or to new listings. And then I can put them on a do not disturb list based on their answer. And whenever they check the box, they are automatically assigned this tag, opt-in voicemails. Now I'm going to go into more detail on this in a minute, but I just wanted you to kind of get a gist of how this translates when somebody does this to getting permission for the outbound voice AI agent. I'm going to show you in a minute. But for right now, when I send emails and someone comes to the site itself, I've also have this inbound agent right here. This is Samantha, my inbound agent. And this agent will actually look up their business. It can add their business. It can claim their business listing. It can even tell them about my premium packages upgrades and try to get them to take those upgrades. And it can book a strategy call as well. But this is not just your standard AI agent connected to a directory site in high level. We actually had to do a ton of custom coding and setup to make this work. So let me show you how this is all set up in the back end. So first off, if I go over here to automations, you'll see that there are conversational AI workflows. There's also smart directory AI workflows. These conversational AI workflows, these are all workflows that we had to create and set up to get the AI agent to do what we want in conjunction with the directory. So you get, when you sign up for Smart Directory AI, you actually get these AI agents as part of your package. There's no extra charge. You get all these pre-built workflows. You get the agents already set up. And all you have to do is a couple of simple things to connect them to your API for your directory so that it knows the information in your site. So we have really done the hard part for you, because this isn't just turn on a high-level AI agent. The actions require custom stuff like listing lookup, listing claim support, directory-specific operations. So you see here is one of the snapshots, but if I go into the AI agents themselves, you'll see here is our inbound voice agent that we've set up. And if we go over here to agent goals, you'll see this is all custom actions that we had to create. Some of these use custom webhooks. Some of them use custom APIs to actually make the agent be able to look up businesses, claim listings, sell your premium upgrade packages, all of that stuff. So we've already done the hard part. Like, we've built all this stuff out for you. This will save you months, probably. I mean, it could be even 6 months of work if you had to do this all yourself. We've also set up a lot of custom values so that you can go in here and like put in your premium pricing and a custom value. And so the agent will know what your specific pricing is, and you can change that and update it. You can tell it about your premium packages so that it knows what to say, all of those things as well. And in the AI agents that come with Smart Directory AI, you get an inbound agent, you get an outbound agent, you get a conversation agent, you get the workflows, the custom values, the custom fields, the knowledge base, the actions library. I mean, this is weeks, if not multiple months of building that you would have to do on your own. So how does the agent interact with the listings on the site? Well, we do that through a custom API. So when you go into your Smart Directory AI settings, you just go over here to settings, and under integrations, there's actually down here a AI conversation API that you just click a button, it generates it, and then you just pop that in a couple places in the actions, and now the agent can do that. So we have a special API key inside that allows the custom actions to be accessed by the agent, and logic that connects the agent to the directory functions. So I showed you a couple of those things. One of the other things I wanted to talk about this is, once you have an inbound agent, right, like this. Now this is a widget where they can just go on the site and click and talk to the agent. I've also set it up so this phone number that you see up here, if they call that number, that connects them to the inbound agent as well. So you have multiple ways to display this agent on the directory site. They can either call the phone number, or they can interact it through their computer microphone right here on the website itself. And again, all of this is set up inside the AI agent section. It's just pre-installed. You just simply install our snapshot, and you'll get an inbound, outbound agent with all of the stuff set up. And here's where you can go in and connect your phone number. In the agent goals, once you generate your API, you just click like the lookup a listing and the claim listing are the only two you have to do this with. You just add your API key into those, and then it will be able to pull your specific business informations, lookup listings, claim listings for people that come to your directory site as well. This is really great because, again, when people come to the directory, we now have a live support person. We don't have to have a team. We don't have to do it as well. But where these AI agents really shine with a directory site is when you use them for outbound prospecting. So, look, I cannot stress this enough. The biggest problem everyone has with outbound AI is getting permission. And permission is not optional. I know Texas, California, Washington, some other states have just passed very strict AI calling rules. More states are going to jump on that bandwagon. I expect the laws and the things that you have to follow to get stricter and stricter and stricter. And if you are not getting permission and you're trying to use an AI outbound agent, you are just asking for trouble. So do not scrape leads and use an AI to outbound dial them. Do not buy cold lists and use an AI to outbound dial them. Only use an AI outbound with people who have explicitly opted in and given you permission. If you skip this part, do not use outbound, period. Just don't do it, okay? Now, like I showed you, whenever we add a business to this directory and we send out these email automations, so we have some email automations over here that go out once someone signs up, this free listing outreach that asks them if their information is correct, and then it invites them to claim their listing. And again, when someone claims their listing, wrong tab there, they will have to check these or not check these acknowledgement boxes, right? So when they claim their listing, if they check this, then we can use the AI outbound agent to call them. But if they don't, then we don't use it, right? But this is probably the easiest way I have ever found to get permission for an outbound AI agent, because most people, when they claim their listing, they are simply just going to go ahead and check those boxes, right? So we're getting the permission right off the bat when they claim their listing, right? When that happens, again, they are tagged through the system with this tag. So let me go here and show you the tag again. They're tagged with this tag, opt-in _ voice calls. So now we can set up a very simple outbound dialing workflow that will only call the leads that have this tag. And I'm going to show you how to do that. What's even better about this is we're not using the AI agent as a sales caller. We're actually using it for a courtesy call. So once they claim their listing, we are just going to the next day give them a courtesy call. Our AI agent is going to say, hey, I saw you claimed your listing. Thank you so much for doing that. I just wanted to check and see if you had any questions about how to get the most out of your claim listing. Or if you'd like, I can schedule a free complimentary listing launch call with one of our team members so they can walk you through how to get the most. Nothing to buy. Just want to make sure you get the most out of your listing. So this is a very non-salesy approach. If you've seen any of my other videos, I'm all about leading with value and getting the conversation going before we start talking to them about our services and the things that we can sell. So claim listing, AI outbound, courtesy call. This is the core system that I call the permission-based AI calling engine, because again, people are not, it is going to be a struggle for most people to get permission to use an AI bound agent, but the directory makes it easy because all you have to do is seed your directory with your businesses. So in our case, we just upload a CSV of all the businesses that we want to prospect. Once we upload them, they're giving a listing on our directory site. So we can do it manually or we can just import them in bulk. We publish their listings. Then we just fire off the email automations once they're on the site, right? We let the automations do the heavy lifting of getting their attention and getting them to claim their listing. And then when they claim their listing, we can follow up the next day with an AI outbound agent to voice call them, give them a courtesy call, check in, and either try to sell them the premium upgrade packages we offer or book a free listing launch call where we can do that on that call. So let me show you how we set this up in the back end of the high level sub account. So again, for Smart Directory AI, it is a high level app that you just install in your sub account. It immediately gives you all of this functionality to have a full-fledged directory site with the ability to claim listings, all that stuff right inside of high level. So to set up an outbound dialing system, all we have to do is go to the automation section here in the left. We're just going to create a new workflow. I'm going to start from scratch. We're going to call this workflow our outbound courtesy call. Now, once we have this in, we have to add a trigger. So if you're not super familiar with how high-level workflows work, most workflows need a trigger. That is an action that starts the workflow. So in our case, we are going to start this workflow when a tag is added. So we're going to go over here and we're just going to type in tag and let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. Contact, tag added, removed. We're going to add that as the trigger. And this is, I'm just going to, let's see, work for a trigger name. I want to change this to outbound just so I can know what it is. Outbound courtesy call. Oops, I misspelled courtesy. So there we go. So I've got that set up. Let me open up my chat here so I can see that. Awesome. Hey, it is, yes. So Vegas, I see your question there. If you go to the knowledge base, so go to, I'm going to drop a link in for you. Here we go. If you go to Smart Directory, it's already available in your account. So just go to Smart Directory AI /help. And just in the knowledge base, there is a section here. Here, I'll even show you on the screen so you can see. In the knowledge base, if you scroll down here, you'll see this AI agent section. And you just want to go through here, and it talks about everything that you need to do here. So it's all right there in that section for you already. Okay. Okay. So once we have this set up and named the way we want, we just need to add our filters. So we want this to be when the tag is added, and the tag we want is for our permission base. So, did I mess it up there? There it is. Opt-in voice AI calls. So basically what we are telling the automation is whenever this tag is added, you're going to add them to this workflow and fire this workflow. So now that we have our trigger, the first thing I want to do is I don't want this to go out right away. So I'm going to put in a wait. So I'm going to click wait, and you could have it wait 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever you want. I'm going to do this the next day. So I'm going to have it wait 1 day. And then I'm just going to save that action. And then I'm going to click this little plus, and we are going to add an outbound calling action. So you can see right here, here is the voice AI outbound call. I'm going to click that. Now, there's a bunch of guidelines, but we don't really need to worry about this. The directory method actually falls into all this stuff really, really well. So we just pick the AI agent that we want, outbound Samantha, and then we just pick the phone number that we want. Oh, I don't know why this stupid little thing is going. There we go. The Vegas Thrive made number is what I want. It'll show me the ones I have. And then I just click save. And that is it. We've now set up a courtesy call outbound agent. I mean, very, very straightforward. Whenever this tag is added to a lead, then it will wait 1 day and the outbound agent will call them using the outbound agent that is set up inside the workflow. right? So I'm going to leave this workflow on draft. I don't want to publish this. So, but very, very easy to do and set up there as well. All right. So, that, oh, and at the end of that, we can route the outcomes, right? We can say if they're interested in premium, send them a payment link. We can create a task. If they want help, we can have it book a service, a strategy call, right? If it's not ready, we could have it fire off a follow-up email sequence. So our flow is add businesses to the directory, right? Let them know they have a free listing. When they claim their listing, then we can follow up with the AI outbound voice agent. And our directory site is doing all of the calling for us. We don't have to have a team member or anything like that. We can just be there to monitor and keep things going, right? Now, what does the agent say on the courtesy call? I kind of mentioned this earlier. We just want to keep it really simple and non-salesy. So the courtesy call structure is very much just, hey, this is the AI agent from Vegas Thrive. You recently claimed your listing. Just a quick courtesy call to confirm your info is accurate. Quick question, do you want your listing to stand out with premium placement plus extra features? And then if yes, it will explain the premium packages, offer a payment link, or book a time for them to talk to you or someone on your team. Or if they say, I need more help, they can book a strategy call as well. So this turns a claim into a real conversation through your directory site. Okay, I think I have covered everything here. I've shown you how the agents are set up. We've talked about the outbound. Of course, the inbound you can set up to a number or have it on the chat widget as well. You can also have different agents on different pages if you want. We are working on the ability to have agents for individual listings. That should be coming down the pipe, but this is where we're at right now. So this is, again, the way of the future when it comes to voice outbound AI, because I know everyone is super stoked about voice outbound AI, but if you do not have permission, it is going to be a real troublemaker for most businesses. I predict a lot of people getting in trouble for this, but the directory method is a natural way to bring people into the fold, get that permission in a way that doesn't seem salesy or pushy, where all of this flows. I mean, it makes sense that an AI agent would call as a courtesy to make sure they're getting the most out of their listing, right? We're not being pushy. We're not being salesy. We're just leading with value and helping them out. So just to recap, the inbound agent can handle questions. It can look up their listing. It can claim their listing. It can add their business. It can tell them about your premium packages. It can book a strategy call, all right here from the website itself, going through the computer speakers. Or if they call the number that you have on your site, you can associate that with the agent as well, right? It's got workflow triggers around it. And then the outbound agent, when someone claims their listing, we can fire that outbound agent off to do the courtesy call and either offer them our premium packages or get them to book a strategy session with us. So the result is premium upgrades plus book calls to sell AI services. Now, look, if you want to go deeper on this whole strategy, then do me a favor. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment on this video. I will reply with a link to my Smart AI Launch Lab training. This is a training where I show you how to get this whole system set up for free in 72 hours. So again, like, subscribe, drop a comment. I will give you a link to that training. Plus, you'll get a lot of awesome bonuses to go with it as well. And you'll be able to get this all set up for free in 72 hours so you can test it out, see how it works for you. All right, look, that is it for this video. I really appreciate you taking some time, hanging out, and watching it. Again, like, subscribe, drop a comment below. I'll send you a link to my training. And I really want you to try this, because when you set up an AI agent this way in combination with a directory, it will change your prospecting life. You will no longer be an unwanted nag with these businesses. They will actually want to hear from you. You know, this is, take a look at this. This is one of our members in the group, Kofi, who was talking about how most people, when he'd talk about his services, were like kind of lukewarm, but he's had a directory up for a week and a half. He's been getting 5 to 8 people asking him about the directory, wanting to partner and or become a client. Plus, he's finalizing 3 co-promotion partnerships and 2 new $700 a month clients. Or Richie, who just got a $1,200 win from one 5-minute phone call. This is Brenda, who was showing us here how one of the businesses on her directory site, when you put in the business name, her directory, their listing is ranking number 1. So these directories have SEO value and a lot of things there as well. If you're not a member of my school group, there's a link in the comments. You can go to smartdirectory.ai/group. It's free. Join the group. There's a lot of awesome wins, shares in here. I share a lot of information about how to get clients, not just with the directory method, but other things as well. So you can go check that out in here too. Okay, I think that's really it for this video. So again, like, subscribe, leave a comment below. I'll drop a link to my free Smart AI Launch Lab training where I show you how to get all this set up for free in 72 hours. And thanks again for watching the video, and I will